Alright, Joe, I'm gonna sound like an absolute boomer here. I honestly don't think anime nowadays hit as hard as animes back in the day. Not all series, for sure. There's absolute banger of a series nowadays. But in terms of quantity, I just feel like there's not as much as back then. Or honestly, maybe it's just the anime adaptation that just isn't as good as the manga. Whatever it is, today I'm trying to see how the anime of current times compared to the animes of about a decade ago. So I have pulled up anime lists categorized by popularity. Just for today, I'm purely going to be looking at 2024 animes because there's not a lot in 2025 yet. The year's not even halfway through, so I think it's more fair to look at 2024 anime just as a whole. And so if you pass English and math, we're going to be looking at 2014 animes, which is a decade ago from, 2024. And then I made this janky chart. Didn't mean to say chart. We're not releasing any uncontrollable flatulence today. I have made this janky chart of 2014 versus 2024. I'm gonna plug in on each side the top animes, I guess, and then at the end we'll see how it stacks up against each other. So we're starting off with the current animes first, the 2024 animes. We got, of course, a big contender, Ore Dake Level Up Naken, or another name, Solo Leveling, or I guess actually another name, Na Honjaman Level Up. Whatever it is, you already know, Solo Leveling is a must talk about topic. It is a really good series. Gonna be controversial, don't end me. The anime version, I barely watched it. I don't really care too much about it. The reason why this series was so talked about and even got an anime, not even being a manga, but being a manhwa, one, again, it was good fun and the art was just out of this world. And comparing the manhwa art to the anime art, where it's just like any isekai game kind of anime art, it's just the art for the anime. It's just not it for me. But of course, plugging in right here, 2024, definitely one of the most talked about anime, so it has to be on here. Next up, we got Dandadan. Honestly, what is there even to talk about? This anime is definitely going into the list. It's so good. The manga series, amazing. The anime, amazing. The animation for the anime, amazing. Everything about the series, I love. One thing about the anime that I don't think stacks up to the manga, the eerie sort of horror art theme that is in the Dandadan manga is not in the anime. And I feel like the anime watchers are missing out such a big part. If you're an anime only, check out the manga. It is really, really good. Popping it right here next to Soul Leveling, two great bangers in the current anime generation. Kaiju number 8, I think it's kind of similar to the Soul Leveling. I just like the art for the manga a lot more. So I didn't really watch the series, I read it, but honestly, pretty good. I think it's a great series. A decent amount of people talk about it, so I'm putting it in the list. Another one for the list. Okay, so for this Demon Slayer, the Hashira training arc, I'm not putting in the list. It is, yes, part of the story, but nobody's looking at this specific arc and being like, oh, it was such a legendary arc. So no, I'm not putting this in the list. Dungeon Meshi, I didn't get too far into it, but I can recognize it's a banger. A lot of my friends talk about it and it seems really good. The animation looks really good. I had friends who talk about the manga way even before the anime came out. So yes, I'm putting this in the list. Dungeon Meshi into the list. So now let's look at like this 2 row. So there's a couple here that's just like continuations of series. So yes, they are still good seasons, but I'm not gonna put it in because I wouldn't count them as like new anime. It's not like it just came out. Mashle here I'm gonna count because I love Mashle. Once again though, not a fan of the anime. I think the manga is a billion times better. I don't know what it is, but the comedic timing in the anime just isn't as funny. I think the anime is still decent, just in my opinion, not as good. So plugging in right here, Mashle. Now Oshinoko season 2, I know it's a continuation, but I think just it's new enough to be considered like a new gen. I love Oshinoko. I think overall it's an amazing series. I didn't finish the manga yet. I've heard it was a terrible ending. I don't know what it's about. Overall, good series. It's going in. Windbreaker easily going in. The animation was phenomenal and the art, just the series, it's really fun. It kind of reminds me of Tokyo Revengers, just like schoolboys that has no actual classes. All they do is just fight each other. Sakura Haruka, that's my boy. I love that guy. Now Alia, I started watching this thinking I would really like it. It kind of got boring midway through, so I kind of dropped it. Might just be me, I don't know. I'm not putting it though, I'm sorry. So for this one, I've heard good things. I didn't watch it, so I am not going to talk about it. I don't know anything about it. Now Tower of God, I feel like it's a little hard to talk about. I actually haven't really heard anybody talk about this series. I read a decent amount of it. I do not like the webtoons art at all. I think the webtoons art is horrible. The anime's art for this is actually really good, and the webtoon is like actually one of the top webtoons ever. Yeah, I don't know, should I put this in the chart? I think it's pretty good. I think it could be in one of the new gen animes. First season came like a decent amount of years ago. I'm actually not gonna put this in a chart, but it's a pretty decent series. Now Blue Lock, this is undeniably one of the biggest new gen animes I think right now. The animation for specifically this season, I know, not the best at all. First season came out in 2022, so it's honestly not even that long ago. I'm actually overall as a series, I think I have to put this as one of the top new gen series. Again, like the other shows though, I don't watch it, I read it. Plugging Blue Lock right in. We have a pretty decent list so far. Blue Box, I am 1,000 putting this in one of the top new gen series. So many people love it, I love it. Everything about the series amazing, the manga amazing, the animation amazing. Now I haven't read it, I'm only watching it. A great series though. Easily plugging in Blue Box. Great new gen. Bleach could be in here, but once again it's a continuation, so I'm not gonna put it. Bleach overall is just an old series. Look back a great new gen. I'm plugging it in as one of the new gens. Scrolling. Some people might say Shangri-La could be in here, but I didn't watch it, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Oh, okay, this one. I'm gonna actually put this one in. I kind of like this one, actually. I think it's overall pretty decent show. A lot of people talking about it, but I think it's a really good show. Okay, so putting this in now, we only have space for a certain amount, but whatever else that fills up this space, I think that's just gonna be it for the new gen stuff. Or about 1000% needs to be in here. I think it's an amazing series. Not enough people are talking about it. It's not like a super shonen action anime, so it's not getting talked about, but it's super underrated. It's super good. It's a lot of talking, but it's just overall really freaking good. Boom, 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 boom. All right, I think that's gonna be it for the list of the new gen stuff. So yeah, I guess this is all I'm putting for the new gen big bangers. I guess a pretty decent list, but let's go back a decade and see what we have a decade ago. Okay, so first off, a floodgate of nostalgia. So many bangers I'm looking at here, but yeah, maybe honestly I just think the older generation is better because it has that, like, you know, legendary status. It has the nostalgia, it has the legendary status, so maybe I just think it's better because of that. But honestly, this like first whole page can honestly go on that list. First up, Tokyo Ghoul and the first season, so it's honestly still was a banger. As you saw from the popularity list just now, it was the #1, so yeah, Tokyo Ghoul easily going in the chart. Put that bad boy in right there. Then we got Shigatsu wa Kimi no Uso. In other words, Your Lie in April, easily also going into the chart. This is definitely a classic banger that was super sad, but yeah, for those who watched, you know, the art, the animation, the music, everything about it, it was just super good. Easily going in the chart. Into the chart, like I said, that first row, easily all probably going to be in this chart. Haikyuu was a banger back then. It's still a banger now because it's not finished. It's about to finish, and I can't wait for it to finish in the movie or anime format, whatever it is. I finished the manga, loved it. Hinata, one of my favorite characters of all time. I love Hinata. I love how he developed at the end. Haikyuu was like really popular, and I feel like it's more for like girls, and then Blue Lock's like really popular and it's like more for boys. But I think Blue Lock also has a really big number of girl fans as well. And I don't think I ever see guys talk about like Haikyuu that much. Love me a Haikyuu, easily going in the chart. Noragami, easy classic banger, amazing openings, amazing animation, amazing everything. Bring it back. Everybody go read, watch it, whatever you do. Consume the series because I'm plugging it into the chart. Now, super controversial. Not that I don't like it. I just didn't watch the series. I don't know anything about No Game No Life. I know it's super popular. I'm just gonna put it in purely because of how legendary it is and how everybody loves it. It looks really good, the animation, everything. I just see the whole incest and the lolly, and just it wasn't for me, so I did watch it. But before I get crucified here, I am just gonna plug it right in. Akame got killed easily. Another banger, bro. Like, it just doesn't stop in 2014. I know I might just be old, but go back and watch all of these because these are all bangers. Akame got killed, like, just throws you off. Like, you don't expect it to go in the direction that it does in the first episode. Easily already in the second row, boys. 7 Deadly Sins. Now, I've heard it's gone bad, but it's such a legendary anime. It started off so good. I think overall, like, the concept of this series is just really good. I really like it. I think the art is really unique. It's not like a pretty art by any means, but I think it's a really unique art and I really like it. We just are putting everything in it so far from 2014, huh? Hiseiju Sei no Kakuritsu. I don't know what that directly translates to, but it's Parasite, the Maxim. Love it. Love this series. One of my top series of all time. I love Parasite. I think it needs to be brought back in. I think at the time everybody talked about Tokyo Ghoul, but this was the series. Like, I really like Parasite. I really like series where it's like kind of short, where it just has like a whole story and then it finishes. I know saying that I love One Piece, but sometimes just having like a completed series like this, or like Devilman Crybaby, I really love those series. Parasite. Also the opening, incredible opening. Sword Art Online. This is specifically the like Gun Gale Online season, I'm pretty sure. I feel like everybody I talked to, they're like, they really like this season. I thought it was okay. I just don't think anything in Sword Art beats the first season. And Alicization. I really like Alicization in the first season a lot. I'm gonna consider this as an old series because this is kind of a bit away from the first season. So I'm not putting Sword Art in. JoJo. Now, at the time, I didn't even watch this. I actually read pretty much all of JoJo, like 2017, 2018, I want to say. I love JoJo. JoJo is one of my top 3 favorite series of all time. But I'm not gonna put this in because it's kind of considered an old series, and I'm gonna take JoJo as a whole. But honestly, should I take it as a whole? I might have to make an exception because, like, if you know how JoJo works, it's season by season and each one is not the same. It's the JoJo. It's Jotaro. It's JoJo versus Dio, Star Platinum. It's the stands. It's the first introduction of stands. It has to be in here. Nisekoi, a classic romance banger. Nobody talks about it anymore. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. Could maybe even be my favorite romance of all time. I really like Nisekoi. Plugging it in Nisekoi. God, we got such a good list here. Okay, scrolling here, I'm gonna talk about these two at the same time. I couldn't get into either of them. Fate, I just don't know how to get into it. There's so many. People say start here, people say skip this, people say da ba ba ba. I started Fate Zero. I thought it was okay, animation lit, but it technically wasn't what the start, right? So I went back and watched Fate, like OG Stay Night, didn't like it, so I got confused and I just gave up on the series entirely. Incest at high school or whatever people call it. Yeah, the incest, just I couldn't get into it, so I didn't watch it. Honestly, I feel like I should put this in because of how banger it is, but then I should also put Fate too, right? I'm not putting it in. I'm sorry, I'm not putting two incest things in. Oh, Haruraido Blue Spring Ride. I'm putting this in. I really love this. It's a really good OG romance. We might fill up this page. I might have to make a fourth row, TBH. Now, Nozaki-kun is really good too. I didn't finish it, but I did like it for what I did watch of it. I feel like because I didn't finish it, I can't put it in. Like, I don't know how legendary it is because I didn't finish it and I don't really follow up with it, but I recognize it for how good it is. Let's just go through some scrolling here. Black Bullet, I did watch. I don't think it was that legendary. 27, I also did watch. I don't think it was that legendary. Fairy Tail 2014, this is specifically the 2014 one, but again, Fairy Tail is such an old series. I'm not counting it as the last decade, and I'm not counting the 2024 one, so I'm just not gonna count Fairy Tail. Okay, Amagi Brilliant Part. There's a funny thing about this series. When I was a kid, she was my first anime crush. I don't know what about her, but I really liked her for some reason. I don't think I care about this anime though. I didn't even continue it. I don't know anything about it anymore in an amusement park or something, but I don't think this is like a generational banger, so I'm not putting it in the chart. Scrolling. Psycho Pass would be in here if this was the first one, but this is the second one. I'm not putting it in. Log Horizon would probably also be in, but this is the second one. Not putting it in. World Trigger, I remember really liking this, and I think it's still relatively big. There's still anime merch for it. There's still like anime stuff at the Japanese arcades because I live in Japan, and I also really remember liking this anime a lot. I don't remember what it's about. I know it's just like some shonen where like they kill things, shoot things, slice things, whatever it is. I'm gonna put it in. I think it's pretty legendary. Plugging it in, I think it's legendary enough to be in here. If it's especially getting merch in Japan till today, I think it should be in it. Okay. I watched this, but I'm not putting this in. I don't think this is a decade banger, but I just personally really like this. It was like a fun slice of life, enjoyable, stupid romance comedy. I really like it, but I'm not putting it in. Okay, now Free. I think the first season came out in 2013, so only like a year earlier. So I think I'm gonna put Free. I think Free is a decade old banger. A lot of people might still even remember it and talk about it. It's like one of the beginning sport guy anime group thing, right? Like Blue Lock or haikyuu. Putting it in, I think it is a decade old banger. So this one is actually, I remember really liking it. It's about like witches and whatnot. Should I put it in? Is it a decade old banger? I don't think it's a decade old banger. It honestly could be. It might be. I'm gonna leave it off for now, but I really like it. Let me check. When did Kill la Kill actually come out? 2013 and ended 2014. Honestly, I'll put it in. And I also don't even need to really say anything about it. Like it's Kill la Kill. I feel like everybody knows Kill la Kill. It's that much of a generational banger. It's Kill la Kill. I gotta put it in. I think that might be it. Oh no. Oh, Magic Kaito was 2014. Wait, Assassination Classroom? No, that's a special. Magic Kaito though. I know a lot of people don't even know about this. Conan overall just isn't popular in the US, right? Magic Kaito is just a spin-off of Conan. I'm personally just putting this in just because I want to put it in. Honestly, I'll put it as like a small one right here, just for personally, because I really like it. Okay, so looking at this chart here, honestly, I thought it would be really biased towards 2014 and have a lot more. We have around the same amount. So yeah, I think I was wrong. I think there is the same amount of good anime a decade ago to now. But also, right, looking at it side by side, like if I'm at gunpoint, had to choose which side I'm taking, I honestly might have to take the left side. Or would I honestly don't know. I can't decide. Honestly, I'm so confused at this point. Y'all tell me, which one would y'all prefer? The decade old anime or the new gen current animes? Either way though, good anime is good anime. As long as good anime keeps coming out, I am honestly fine. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed the video, and if you watched till now, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Have a good one, everybody. Peace.